Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rekakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles from Great Millstone who teach and rule well. Salutations to the hopeful electors, you guys may be saved. And hopefully through the grace of Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, you may be sealed. This is your brother Michael Wally from the branch of the Great Millstone here in Chicago, coming at you with another lesson. And the title of this video is going to be, y'all going to learn Esau never stopped hating us. And I was on Instagram this week and I saw a video and basically, somebody probably was talking to this, this black creator and said racism is over with. And then he sent this, he reposted this video of this Edomite rapping. And he was rapping about lynching Jake. I'm finna play the video. And it just shows you, man, even in, the big age, in the big year of 2025, man, Esau still the same, man. They feelings for y'all have not changed. And they gonna keep feeling like that. And that's why we need the Lord, to save us, man, from these devils, man. So we can put them in chains, bro. Cause if they get their way, there ain't gonna be no savior, man. The whole world will be destroyed, man.
We need a big tall tree and a short piece of rope. Hang 'em up high at sundown. Leave 'em swinging so the folks all know you don't mess around in our town.
And you see, dude said we need a big tall rope and something till sundown. Like these people still feel the same way. They ain't never stopped feeling that way. And now they using music to make it seem like they using music to make it get a tune to it. So now if you ain't thinking about it. And it's crazy that you don't see many people reposting that. And man, he gonna be probably one of the first ones to try to lynch Jake, man. He gonna be playing that song. They rallying Jacob and stuff, man. It's gonna be wicked out here. This is Ezekiel 35:5. Well, you know what? I'm gonna start at verse 1. Moreover, the word of the Lord Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it. And that's what we doing now is, the mouthpiece of the Lord, the prophets. We prophesied against Mount Seir. Who lived in Mount Seir? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. And say unto them, Thus saith the Lord, thy power, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee. I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord Yahweh. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, and that time their iniquity had an end. And the thing is, the Lord gonna set his face against Mount Seir, which is Esau, Edom, and he's gonna destroy their cities and lay their cities to waste. And he's doing it right now because he pursued us with perpetual hatred. What group of people went to another part of the world, went over, like when there was a video I seen a while ago, like these people on these ships and how treacherous it was in the waves, and the waves was pushing back, and men were falling out men were falling out the boats and drowning. And that just shows you how much hatred they had. Look what colonialism did. These mugs literally put themselves in danger on tidal waves to ship over here, to sail over here, just to put you people in chains. That's crazy. Imagine you niggas did all that just to come get you niggas. That shows you that they had that perpetual hatred, man. They shed the blood of the children of Israel. They had this perpetual, and they still do to this day. That's why when you get looked at in public by these Edomites, they look at you crazy. If in they establishments, they gonna look at you crazy. If you talk to them, they gonna look at you crazy. At the end of the day, these devils never stop hating y'all. And you Jakes need to understand that, man. They never stop and they won't stop. What they say, can't stop, won't stop. These people ain't never stop hating y'all. And to you people that want to lie with these devils and be friends with these devils, you gonna die with them. I hope they kill you. You gonna be the first nigga they hang. You gonna be the good one to them niggas, And I put Esau 9-13. Salaki is Romans 9-13. Uh, this is Romans 9:13. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, Esau have I hated. And that's the reason why they hate us, because the Lord gave us the blessed, man. Because he sold his birthright, man. He sold his birthright, and he's been trying to get it back, and he can't get it back because it was never meant for him. So that's why they continue to try to kill us. They continue to kill us, put us in subjection and oppress us. That's why. Because also they know that Revelations 12:12, they know that they the devil, and they know they have but a short time. They know that they rulership is being relinquished. It's being relinquished, and it's going to be given to the true children of the Most High, which is the Israelites, man, which is you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. That they never going, they can't, they it's like what is it? It's like that one dude you played against and you beat him years ago, and they still soaking over they loss, man. So now they doing whatever it takes, to get over that loss. But they can't. That's the L they took that they can't they can't recover from, man. And they doing whatever it takes. But it's not through the power of them, it's through the power of the Lord. The Lord had his chosen people, and he has his chosen people for wickedness, man. And it's you Edomites, man. And the thing is, Esau Edom is only gonna get more and more, antsy during the times ahead, man. It's gonna be real crazy out here, because these people don't believe, they used, they media to trick people into thinking that they not as evil as they is, that they not the same. Even though these people, they be the main ones shooting up, they be the main ones causing mass shootings. They be the main ones doing mass murders. They be the main ones, doing all types of wickedness. They be the main ones, going after children. They be the main ones doing all that stuff, all the debauchery that they try to push on Jake. They be the main ones being homosexual. Like they do all that stuff, but they try to push it through the media and show that Jake is the problem when they're the problem. You see when Jake go places like, I'm yapping a little bit, but I'm gonna go back to the scripture, Salakia. You see Jake, when Jake go to places. I just want to prove one point, Salakia. When Jake go to different countries and different places, Jake thrive, and the people are vibrant with Jake, and Jake stay there. It's Jakes everywhere around the world that because we've been scattered amongst all the nations, and we've stayed there, and we've stayed there and flourished. And made a living for ourselves. But when they go places, what happened? They get kicked out. They get kicked the fuck out, and they get ran out of town. Why is that? The proof is in the pudding, because they wicked, man. They wicked, and they try to take your shit and say it belong to them, and then they try to take you too, like you belong to them. What type of shit is that? And that's why they gotta die, man. That's why these devils have to die. And y'all gonna know one day. Y'all listening to the woes of the devil and listening to their words, and that's gonna get you people put to death, man. Y'all gonna get judged, and y'all gonna get handed over to Esau Edom. And you gonna be, and they gonna have their way with you, man. And you don't want that. This is Psalms 55:21. The words of his mouth are smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they're drawn swords. So they gonna talk to you nice, but the whole time they got a gun or a knife in the back of their hand, in the like behind their back, waiting for you to turn around so they can kill you. Waiting for you, or waiting to smack you over the head and knock you out. So and so they can do all manners of shit. So they can cut you open, do all types of wickedness, man. That's what's in their heart. They don't care about other things in the world. They don't care about living a good life, a quality good life. They don't care about exploring and seeing the world and seeing what everything that the Lord offered this world. I mean, the Lord made for this world and what it has to offer, and see the good things. They don't care about that. All they care about is the sword, hunting and killing and robbing and stealing. That's all they care about. And that's all they is going to care about. And that's why they got to die, man. Because that was their blessing. Their blessing was the sword. They've been doing it since the beginning of time, and they ain't never stopped. You know, and the dude in the video was a hillbilly, so you know he like hunting, he like killing shit. And that's they whole tradition to find niggas and kill them. And and that day the Lord gonna probably put that spirit on to find some of you Jakes, especially you Jakes that want to trust this devil, or you Jakes that fell out this thing, man. The Lord gonna probably use him the Lord gonna probably use him to kill a couple Jakes, man. Cause you think he made that song to spread peace and prosperity. You think he made that song off a whim? Especially now in this age, you think he made that song because that's how he feels. That's how he feels at this moment, and also it's probably some more people that feel the same way. I wouldn't be surprised. I want to know how many listens that song got on Spotify or on iTunes. I want to know how many people listen to that song monthly. I don't know this dude's name, but I'm probably gonna do some more research on that, man, to find out if he got some more songs like this. Because now it begs to differ. Who's all listening to him? Because from the quality of the video, it looked pretty cool. It don't look that bad. So he got a camera, and so man, yeah. These devils ain't changed, man. These devils ain't changed. They never gonna change. And through with that song, that just shows you that's how they feel. And for him to put that, make that public, hey man, it's a lot more Edomites that feel the same way. Don't be surprised if you hear that driving down. If you hear that song, you hear them, them boys driving down your block blasting that shit. Because that's how that's the spirit they gonna be in that day, man. That's the spirit they gonna be in. That's the spirit they coming into, and we gotta be prepared for that, man. We gotta be prepared. Because like I said, that Revelation 12:12 is gonna happen, and you people gonna be in a bad case. The Lord gonna give y'all over to the hands of Esau Edom, man. And I'm gonna end it right there, Lord willing. This is edifying. I'm gonna give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles from Great Millstone who teach and rule well. Salutations to the hopeful elect. You guys may be saved. Hopefully the grace of Yahweh by Hashem Shai, you may be sealed. With that, I like to stay prayed up, brothers and sisters. We almost out here. Shalom and the Bible.